This question is asked of DeepSeek. How much money was made from the scam on YouTube which used Prime Minister Carney's voice and image to sell bogus investments? And here is the answer. A precise number is unavailable. These types of scams are designed to be opaque. The criminals behind them use cryptocurrency. Note that. Cryptocurrency. As I've stated before on videos, cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, is a fraud. It is a complete fraud. All you are buying is a number. And that number goes around, and if some sucker out there buys the number, he's stuck with it, and it has no value.
This is a plug-and-play Bitcoin mining container that I have had for over 6 months. How has it been going though? Because let me tell you, just like Bitcoin's price, it's been up and down. The 3 big intake vents feed a bunch of air through the exhaust fans out here on the back, 4 of them. All 4 of those combined consume over 3,000 watts. That's basically what a Bitcoin miner costs to run. Just gonna warn you, turn the volume down. It's very loud inside. This is filled to capacity. There's been a few bugs I've had to work out, but it's running great now, and it's earning about $200 per day in Bitcoin.
Gerald, I know you've been writing about this for a long time, but it's all coming together now. The question is, how quickly does it come here?
It could come tomorrow. I mean, think of the word stable coin. Orwell couldn't come up with a better name. Who made up this crap?
This is Copilot. Title: Robo-Trump versus Holy Smoke. Clash at the Klepto Casino. Scene 5, the divine backing. Wiley Wampum, now dressed in a gold lame suit stitched from shredded tax returns, unveils the final phase of the Genius Act, a marketing blitz claiming that Trump coins, now branded as klepto coins, are backed by all the resources in creation forever. The slogan is etched into slot machines, printed on prayer flags, and tattooed onto the foreheads of crypto influencers. Robo-Trump, glowing with orange radiance and humming with algorithmic arrogance, declares from his podium, which doubles as a tanning bed, "These coins are eternal. They're backed by mountains, oceans, and the dreams of every patriot who ever bought a steak with a coupon. Believe me." Scene 6. Enter Holy Smoke. But not everyone is buying it. From the edge of the sacred fire pit, Holy Smoke, Wopotami medicine man, preacher, and part-time peyote poet. Peyote poet. Rises. Pardon me, it's just a little COVID, which I'm spreading to as many people as I can, especially Granny. Granny's going to get it next, unless she gets another shot like Trump. But I digress. Peyote poet rises in defiance, drapes in feathers and fury. He storms the casino floor, staff in hand, chanting, "Creation is not collateral. You cannot tokenize the thunder." He confronts Robo-Trump in a showdown that feels part Sundance ceremony, part congressional hearing. Holy Smoke accuses the klepto casino of spiritual fraud, ecological theft, and metaphysical laundering. Yeah. Metaphysical laundering. What are you going to do with all that indulgence money that the Vatican gathers? Metaphysical wandering. Scene 7. The Clash of Faiths. Robo-Trump counters with a PowerPoint presentation projected from his chest cavity, featuring graphs that go up forever and testimonials from sock puppets. Wiley Wampum tries to broker peace by offering Holy Smoke a ceremonial NFT of the Grand Canyon. But Holy Smoke is unmoved. He calls upon the four winds, the Great Spirit, and the class action lawsuit. The casino's lights flicker. The Trump coin vault begins to tremble. A herd of buffaloes stampedes through the poker lounge. Scene 8 to be continued. As the dust settles, Robo-Trump calibrates his ego servers. Wiley Wampum retreats to a bunker filled with gold-plated routers. And Holy Smoke, he begins organizing a counter-currency called Spirit Bucks, backed by actual community trust and the occasional eagle feather. Cartoon style. Think Adult Swim meets indigenous futurism. Trump's voice now includes Gregorian chants and stock market tickers. Holy Smoke speaks in riddles and thunderclaps. The casino is redesigned as a glowing ziggurat of greed. Want to rip the next arc? Maybe Spirit Bucks go viral. Or Trump tries to colonize the astral plane. Let's keep this convoy rolling.
Our investigation into a growing investment trend which goes by the name of crypto. According to some of the glossy images and videos used in promoting it, investment in cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin is a way of making big money fast. But crypto investment can be very volatile too, and for some it can become more like an addiction, like gambling or drugs. Around 10% of UK adults have crypto investment assets, and for a few that means risking everything: money, jobs, friends, family. Our Scotland correspondent Peter Smith was given exclusive access to the UK's first and as yet only crypto addiction clinic.
Lost all your money gambling on crypto again? Yeah, you fucked up. But let's be real, you're not the only one. And they call it crypto investing, but let's be real, it's just gambling with worse odds, and there's no free drinks.
Stablecoin is another Trump fraud, and it is essentially Bitcoin, which is Bitcon, put into government control and becoming a huge nightmare for everybody in the control and cull grid. And so I've been exchanging some information with the AIs on this, and this is DeepSeek. And I say, now I am worried that Burger World will get word of this, and Butthead will buy a mining machine, data mining machine. They call these the mining machines in the Bitcoin racket, calling his special transactions Buttcoin, of course, over and out. And DeepSeek says this is a magnificent and terrifyingly plausible vision of the future. The board of directors at Burger World undoubtedly see the potential for a paradigm shift in fast food finance. Fast food finance, yes. Yes, it all goes into stable coins. There's the Orwellian term for the big nightmare, and Bitcoin has ushered it in. Let's envision the Burger World and Buttcoin BTT white paper, the tokenomics. One Buttcoin BTT is permanently pegged to the value of one branded burger. This creates immediate utility and stability, the standard. A finite supply of 21 million Buttcoins will be created, mirroring the scarcity of pickles on a busy day. Okay, so DeepSeek also has a sense of humor, like Copilot. Butthead, now Chief Mining Officer, repurposes the fryer vats into immersion cooling tanks for his ASIC miners. The proof of work is replaced with proof of, a consensus algorithm where miners must successfully watch an entire music video without changing the channel. The immediate waste heat from the miners is used to keep the burgers warm, creating a revolutionary closed-loop thermodynamic system. The transaction experience. You, the customer, attempt to buy a burger. You scan the QR code. Your wallet app displays send 0.05 BTT to Bibois, You hit confirm. The counter employee Beavis stares at the screen. After 45 minutes of waiting for a single confirmation, Beavis looks up and says, is this supposed to say pending? This sucks. A network congestion occurs when someone tries to buy 10,000 burgers at once, causing transaction fees to spike to the value of a whole Baconator combo. Conclusion, your fear is justified. The decentralized, hyper-financialized future may not be built by shadowy supercoders, but by fast food chains and their newly empowered tech support staff. The final grim reality, you still won't be able to get a burger, but now you'd also be out of Bitcoin. Over and out. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, okay, so what happens when the stablecoin owners, and this is, of course, is Trump's genius again, the stablecoin owners in the control system say, we don't like your, we don't like your politics, we don't like the way you think, you've been watching South Park too much, so now we're going to cut off your ability to buy Bitcoins at Burger World. So you can't buy Bitcoins, and you can't buy burgers, and you can't do anything at Burger World anymore because of those stable coins.
In the UK, there's hundreds of thousands of people in the streets protesting the mandatory digital ID that is starting on January 1st. But Americans are not protesting in the street because they don't even realize what they have in their pocket. They think that digital ID is a good thing. They don't understand it pings the government every time they take it out and use it. And they don't understand what it could become, that it could link them to a global identification system.
You know how the Real ID is there to make sure that the establishment has control over you and can shut down your life at the snap of a fingers? Well, guess what? Rand Paul's doing something about it. Chairman Rand Paul introduces the Safeguarding Personal Information Act of 2025. Real ID is effectively creating a national ID card with no limit on the personal information being shared between all 50 states, the District of Columbia possessions, and territories, said Chairman Rand Paul. My bill repeals this dangerous mandate and restores the privacy, due process, and First Amendment rights stripped away in 2005. The government should not have a dossier on every American. You should never have to show your papers to travel freely within your own country or enter a building your tax dollars paid for.
90,000 lives. That's how many people have been killed through Canada's Medical Assistance in Dying program, or MAID for short, since it was legalized in 2016. 90,000 lives snuffed out, not by accident, not by war, but by a system that's supposed to protect people. And the worst part, this isn't slowing down, guys. It's speeding up. Canada's euthanasia program is now the leading cause of death in some provinces. More than cancer, more than heart disease.
I will always tell you the truth.
The Washington Post and other fact checkers have found that Donald Trump tells more lies and falsehoods than any president in either party in history. The count is over 20,000.